Does Kendrick Lamar deserve to perform at Super Bowl 59? Now, we all saw the clip of him saying that he's going to be the performer this year, but also his little comments towards Drake mocking him once again.
You know, it's only one opportunity to win a championship. No round twos. Let's get it.
Going through the internet and doing research for this video, I realized that this topic is very double-sided. And honestly, that shocked me and surprised me because I am so excited for Kendrick Lamar to perform at the Super Bowl. I think it's going to be a fantastic show, and I really can't wait to watch him at the halftime show. However, the question is not whether I would like it, but whether or not he deserves to perform at the Super Bowl halftime show this year. Because I love Kendrick so much, I'm going to try and do this video as unbiasedly as possible and give you guys my thoughts on whether or not Kendrick deserves to perform. Kendrick Lamar publicly started releasing music back in 2010 with his overly dedicated mixtape. He would soon release some classics like Good Kid, Mad City and To Pimp a Butterfly, which for me solidified him as one of the best rappers in history. He also received a Pulitzer Prize for the album Damn, so he definitely has the credentials to perform at the Super Bowl. Kendrick Lamar is also one of the best live performers to come out of the rap genre, making almost every one of his shows something to be witnessed. So whether you're in the stadium or at home, I assure you, you're gonna get hyped up for this halftime show. I remember Kendrick's last performance in the Super Bowl with Dre Day, and it was my favorite halftime show event ever to come out of the Super Bowl. And I know that there are people out there who agree with me, like Jay-Z, for example. He's already releasing tweets that he's excited for Kendrick Lamar to perform this year. Now, with all this being said, as much as I love Kendrick, I am not trying to hear Not Like Us for the millionth time. I think it would be a corny song to listen to at a live performance again, like he did that last time. And honestly, when I was watching that, I didn't really enjoy it. It felt very like petty, and I'm not trying to listen to rap for its pettiness. I personally have also seen him perform in a Super Bowl already back in 2022. And so, I don't know, I feel like we might get some redo songs because he honestly hasn't released that much music since his last performance. I don't know, is Kendrick performing twice in such a short period of time really that great of an idea? And on top of all that, even if he does play Not Like Us, will he be allowed to use all the verses that he had in that song? Like some of the jokes that he made referring to Dre liking younger people. Because when Eminem performed last time, they cut the cameras on him when he took a knee. They also cut the cameras on Snoop Dogg when he crip walked. So will they want him saying, like, making these jokes at a stadium? Also, the whole argument that Kendrick Lamar is so big right now, he's kind of in like his prime part 2, makes no sense. Because you don't have to be in your prime, firstly, to perform at the Super Bowl. Secondly, he's not, okay? I'm sorry, but he isn't actually in his prime. He's not that big right now. Kendrick Lamar in the past 2 years, since 2022, has released 6 songs, and 5 of them are Drake disses. Are you really that big if you have to put a fellow artist down? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think he's in his prime right now. To me, as a Kendrick fan, this is not Kendrick Lamar's best work. And so I definitely think we could have had some other artists perform at the Super Bowl. He also might have been on the top of the charts, but since that time, since Not Like Us, he's been slowly decreasing and Drake has been increasing. So really, all I'm really saying is that it would be cool to have someone else perform this year instead of Kendrick Lamar. I think that we could get a variety of music from a different artist that we might not be able to get from an artist that performed 2 years ago. Think about if this was Eminem. He just released an album, but having him perform again would kind of seem redundant because we had him perform once already. That's not to say that an artist cannot perform twice at a Super Bowl, because it's happened before. However, I think that if we had Kendrick later on at a different Super Bowl, it would have been better. And so if we were to make the argument that Kendrick Lamar shouldn't perform at the Super Bowl, who would we replace him with? And I'm sure a lot of you guys already know the answers if you've been keeping up with social media in the past couple of days on the specific topic. But Lil Wayne would actually be perfect. Again, you don't have to be in your prime. And so the argument that Lil Wayne isn't in his prime is kind of a dumb argument because a lot of performers aren't in their prime. Like Eminem wasn't, Dre wasn't, Kendrick Lamar wasn't even in his prime last time. On top of all that, Lil Wayne grew up in New Orleans. He has never performed at the Super Bowl before. And he also is on record saying that he wants to. So there is no issue of would Lil Wayne want to perform at the Super Bowl, have they offered him or not. Because he definitely wasn't offered if he wanted to perform and he didn't get that role. And honestly, Nicki Minaj kind of had a point. This seems more like a punishment towards Drake than anything else. There would be no Kendrick Lamar without Lil Wayne and without Drake. Because Lil Wayne actually co-signed Kendrick Lamar back in 2009 before Overly Dedicated came out. And Drake brought him out on stage, introducing him to a whole new crowd of people that Kendrick Lamar never would have been introduced to. He wasn't that big at the time, and Drake was one of the biggest, so bringing him out was a huge leap of faith. And we all know we wouldn't have Drake without Lil Wayne, as well as a bunch of other artists. He has been an inspiration to the rap industry the entire time that he's been in it. And I don't need to hear any Lil Wayne hate, because honestly, there's nothing to hate. We wouldn't have rap as it is today without Lil Wayne. And if this argument was just the fact that Lil Wayne grew up in New Orleans and so he should perform there, I would agree. That would be a stupid argument. But it's not. It's so much more than that. Lil Wayne is a fantastic performer. He has countless records that we all know and love. He's been a huge inspiration to everybody in this industry and deserves to be at the Super Bowl at least once. Lil Wayne doesn't have to perform this year. He could realistically perform any year, but it would have been perfect to have him perform at New Orleans this year. And honestly, unlike most people's opinions, I think Lil Wayne would have killed it at this year's halftime show. With all that being said, that wasn't the question. The question was, does Kendrick Lamar deserve to perform at the Super Bowl halftime show? And to that, my answer is a big fat yes. As much as I would have loved to see Lil Wayne at this halftime show, there is no argument to be made that Kendrick Lamar doesn't deserve to perform, because he is a fantastic performer. He has the records, he has the numbers, and honestly, with the whole Drake beef situation going on right now, he has so much attention coming his way, so of course they would want him to perform at the Super Bowl, and they should. He's a fantastic rapper, like I said countless times in this video. He's also worked extremely hard to get into the position that he's in, and that's why countless rappers look up to him, whether they're older or younger. So my only point was that it would have been cool to see Lil Wayne perform this year. However, we could still see him come out because he does have a song with Kendrick called Mona Lisa, and that is one of the best rap collabs to ever come out of this industry. It would be one of the best songs to come out on the Super Bowl halftime show. I think it would create so much ride in the stadium, especially right now with everybody wanting Lil Wayne to be there. No, but seriously though, if Kendrick plays Mona Lisa, it's a win-win. Lil Wayne gets to be there and Kendrick gets to be there. What else could you ask for? Lil Wayne got to finally perform at the Super Bowl in his city too. That would be a dream come true to him and his fans. I love Kendrick, and I think this is going to be a fantastic show, and I will be tuning in to watch him perform this live. Now, this is the end of the video. Please go like, go subscribe, and comment what you guys think I should talk about next. And if you guys did enjoy this video, go check out this other one where I talk a lot about Kendrick Lamar, as well as this one where I rank Eminem's albums. I know, kind of crazy. So much information to get out of me, right? So you should binge my videos, because that helps me a lot. Plus, you get to learn a bunch of stuff about the rap industry. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you, and have a great rest of your day.